BDSP
I know what number 1
is 5.
BDSP is 5, definitely.
BDSP is 4 for me, and I will tell you why.
Yeah. Okay,
it's 4 because I haven't played Diamond and Pearl since they came out.
Well,
and when I played it again,
user era.
Listen, when I played it again, it's like this is Diamond and Pearl. It's a good Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon game. Like I played through it. It's not the best Pokemon game, but it's a good Pokemon game. I played through it, and I was like,
yeah,
this is good. This is a good game. That's literally it. Like it's the same game minus some things, but it's the same game.
But see, that's the issue. Again, it's not improving on the game, and arguably,
no, it's not. I agree.
And I think it's an even worse offender of it than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah, I agree.
Because for one, like we said with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee left out Electivire and all this, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl left out Sylveon. You had one evolution. It was just one evolution.
Yeah.
You couldn't put in one evolution. You couldn't be bothered.
No, I'm with you.
One more Pokemon
I'm
design.
with you.
But then also too, a huge mistake of Diamond and Pearl, in my opinion, and Platinum corrected this a little bit, was that Diamond and Pearl introduces all these new evolutions. Gliscor. Yeah. I mean, some of these are fan favorite Pokemon now, and guess what? You can't use them.
That was
you
me.
Can, the
I caught a Gligar and could not evolve it. I caught an Electabuzz, could not evolve it.
And Platinum fixed that at least with some of them. And then I can't remember if it fixed it with all of them.
Yeah.
But then Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl comes back and they do it like Diamond and Pearl did.
Yeah, I think.
What?
No, dude, I'm totally with you. I think people complain about BDSP for a lot of reasons, but I think if you boil it down, BDSP, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, are bad games and bad entries because they are truly faithful. They feel like cash grabs. They don't innovate, and I think they are unaware of what came before. Right? They're faithful. They're like blindly faithful. Right?
Mm.
And I think in concept, BDSP, I want more of them. In concept, asterisk. In concept, I think this is a cool idea because essentially these are just ports. No, Soul.
No, it is. That's exactly right.
Listen,
they are ports.
So there's nothing wrong with ports. Literally, I know it's become a meme on this channel, but it's not a bad thing.
I agree. There's
the
nothing
slightest.
wrong with ports.
I think there are so many franchises.
Wrong with spending $60 to $70 on a port.
There's something.
Amen.
No,
that's what I was gonna say. Is like, yes, it was good because it was just Diamond and Pearl, but that's my only positive. Like that's the only. It's in place number 4 because it still is awful. It still is paying that much money for the same experience. I can just go play Platinum, which is way better.
Yeah, but a lot of people, but a lot of people don't have this. They don't have Diamond and Pearl. They don't have Platinum.
Right, we've talked about that,
and I think that's
at length.
That's a huge value. Like I think
I'm ranking it as someone who does have Diamond.
And yeah, I know, me too. I'm still putting it at number 5.
And I don't want to spend that much money on it. Like if they sold this for $30, this would be a whole nother discussion.
Oh yeah, this would probably be higher up. But you sold this at the same price that you sold Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, Legends Arceus.
Yeah,
and marketed
so I'm
it
expecting if I'm paying the same amount as I am for Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, I am expecting
that caliber
a quality, that caliber of enjoyment of Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, Scarlet.
Not just a port with graphics.
Yeah, not just look, we made Diamond and Pearl prettier, and also we took away
I don't think they even made it
flag
prettier.
in the underground, and I'll never forgive you for that.
They didn't even.
I do agree.
I
agree with you, Dusty, on like them not making it prettier. They just made it modern. It's just like the chibi art style as well. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
the chibi
prettier,
thing is trash. The chibi thing's so bad.
This game gives me like AI slop. That's kind of what it's giving.
Yeah,
it really is. Like, there's not even. I know that, and
cash grab, like you said.
Listen, like anything, there are like little things here and there that I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that. Okay, that's nice. I really do like the backgrounds in this game. Right. I think it's cool that you get to go into the underground. And like I loved that because I was able to scoop up a Scyther. I was able to scoop up, I think, a Gligar more easily, maybe a Ralt.
But you weren't able to evolve the Gligar.
No, I wasn't. I know, but I'm saying
sad.
There are some cool things in the game. I honestly like the concept of like being able to go into the underground, and like imagining that there's a whole world. I always thought listen, people complain about the capture the flag and all those mechanics. I didn't care about any of that in the original Diamond and Pearl. I never thought any of that was fun. Probably because I was playing alone. That was probably the issue.
I think that's why.
I think the bases were cool. The bases were cool.
with Diamond and Pearl, I had when I was playing Diamond and Pearl as like a 10-year-old or something.
Yeah.
My older sister played Pokemon. She had Diamond, I had Pearl. My best friends, they were brothers. They were playing Pokemon. Their older brother would play Pokemon. So I had all these people I was playing Pokemon with. And then now I play Pokemon with my wife. Every time I get a game, she gets a game. She's as big of a fan as I am. She's just more camera shy. That was something is like, we didn't get to play Diamond and Pearl together because we didn't know each other. But so it was like really cool that like, dude, we're gonna play like Capture the Flag. We're gonna have like game nights.
That is fun.
Then you know what our room is? It's freaking statues. That's all we get. Our secret base is just statues.
For fans of the game, yeah, it's so bad that they did that to them. But for me, like, I didn't do that in Diamond and Pearl originally, so it didn't matter to me at all.
I think
this is gonna sound like a joke, but I promise it's not. Do you know what the biggest positive of this game was, though? Like, I really do.
Let me try to actually guess. Point me in the right direction. You could say anything.
The underground? The underground?
No. It's about the art style.
Oh,
that they're chibis?
I don't know.
Yes, and I'll tell you why that's the best thing about this game.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do. I was not a YouTuber when Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl came out, so I was just a guy who liked Pokemon and looked at stuff online. My favorite thing in the world was watching these reaction videos where it said, experience the brilliance once more, and everyone goes, yes, and then it shows Dawn Chibi, they go,
yeah, that was funny.
No, love it.
But again, I thought you were serious. I hate them so much. Look at Rowan, he's awful.
But again, it's like
he looks like a Lego.
It looks like Funko Pops.
Yeah, it really does. I think it does come down to expectations. Like because after people freaked out about this, then people were fist pumping about Legends Arceus like 2 minutes after they saw Dawn, right?
Which, if we don't have much more to say, we should segue.
No, absolutely.
Perfect segue.
I will say one thing about that is that this game also goes to 4 for me because it was released basically alongside Legends Arceus, so you were getting like 2 games, not for the price of one, but you're getting 2 games. But
so it wasn't as big of a middle finger.
It lessened the blow of this game. Like, imagine this was the only game, like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Then this would probably be at 5, maybe because Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is just.
I mean, I'm still looking at it like a standalone game because it's like $60. But like,
yeah,
but I do agree with you that like, again, I'm not looking at these 5 games like this one sucks because it's not this. I'm looking at these like, this game is a game that exists now. Will I ever go back to it? And truthfully, yes, I think I might. I really think I might. I really think I've been going through these Switch games, playing them back, and I haven't replayed this, but I am kind of curious to go back and actually play this. I enjoy
it? It's still Diamond and Pearl.
Yes, and I think the only reason why I would go back to it is for not the convenience, but the ability. Yeah, I guess kind of the convenience to play it like on a TV, right? To play it on my OLED. Right, I think to play it on my new Switch, but like when the Switch 2 comes out, I think that actually will be a lot of fun. Again, in concept, I love the idea of these faithful remakes only because of. So if you listen, if you look outside of Pokemon, there are so many amazing faithful remakes or whatever you want to call them. Right, there's the Paper Mario that just came out. Everyone always compares this to what is it, Link's Awakening? The Link's Awakening.
I don't buy any of those. Unless I've been played like they're one of my favorites ever, and I haven't played it in years and years.
But
that's the only way.
I know, but like I think from someone who hasn't played those games, those are good games. Those are good remakes because they retain the actual value of the old game. I think where BDSP misses out, and this is why people complain about it so much, is that they do not retain the initial magic that the original games had. The only thing that this game is better at than the originals is that it's faster. That's it. It's just a faster engine, and it doesn't take
using close combat on a pussy.
yeah. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it's kind of just like, it's such a sloppy game, man. Even if they did the little like the blur effect where like the distance, where when you're playing through the game and the distance in the foreground are a little bit blurred, that would have been kind of nice.
That is a positive of this game. You can go to each town, and when you go click on the little map, or the little like signpost.
Yeah.
It shows you like the whole town, and it looks
Oh,
really
that's
nice.
cool. I didn't even realize that.
And that's it.
That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. But
It is
yes,
really nice looking.
yeah, I guess we can move on to Legends Arceus.
Before we do,
no, you know what? You know what's actually really also good about this game? And again, this really is just a thing that ports in general have done, is that they actually unlocked and have made accessible a lot of Pokemon, mythical and legendary Pokemon that were not originally
that was good.
available.
That was
What is it? Manaphy? What else is it? I think there's a Mew maybe?
Well, Manaphy's only by mystery gift, but by replaying it, you can get Arceus, because if you have Legends Arceus, you can get... Honestly, really, I think what you're talking about is more of a point for Legends Arceus, because if you missed... You had to get the Oak's Letter mystery gift, the Manaphy Egg mystery gift, and the...
Oh, those aren't even available
Hotel
anymore?
Key. No, you can't get those. The only one you can get is if you have Legends Arceus, you can get Arceus.